all the things that went wrong in this football game, I want to be positive, but if your job's to kick, how can you not kick? The guy stinks. I'm sorry, he just does. All right, we're going to get into this right now. It's time to talk about the show. I want to be positive about this game, but Connor Talty he wouldn't even make the team over the last like 6 or 7 years, and the guy can't kick a field goal. That doesn't matter. I mean, it's not even close. I told you guys that last week, and then you're looking at it now, and you're like, well, we lost. All you got to do is make your field goal. All the things that went wrong, to have a guy like that kicking your field goals is just, you got too much money to have a guy like this. That's my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. You guys get on the post-game show and call in. I don't know. I mean, it's not the end of the season, but it's just despicable, man. You got a team that's that good, and you got a field goal kicker that wouldn't be on your team 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. This guy stinks. So I'm sorry. You guys tell me what you think. Let's get this party started and roll Tide. All right, guys, this is Mick Gillispie on Last Call post game. Great to talk to you guys today. Like I want to be really positive right now, but I'm not confident in Connor Talty at all. I think he stinks. I've told you this before, and today he sucked. Another bad Connor Talty game. Like you're not winning a national championship with a guy that's that bad. He just can't kick. Like, why do we have this guy? Like, what are we doing? Like, why is this our kicker? Really? Like, it's NIL era. We don't have to have some scrub out there that can't kick the fucking ball. Like, it's just, but every week he misses routine kicks. Today, missed a chip shot at the end of the first half. And you know what? You lose by 2, makes that field goal. It's 3, but it's not even close. It's not like he's hitting the upright. Like, he's a shanker. He shanks the goddamn ball. Like, it's not any good. And then you're looking at it right now and you're like, okay, well, you know, all the other stuff. And I see all the comments in the comment section. And you're like, well, it's not the kicker. Look, man, it is. It starts with the kicker. Like, these are chip shots. Like, your job is just, all you do is sit around all week while everybody else is playing football and you practice kicking and you make some shots. But you're right. The offensive line wasn't great. Ty didn't do his best job tonight. There was a lot of other stuff in there. But if you're Bama, are you like playing for this guy to kick the ball? I'm not. You know, and we knew coming into this one that was going to be a tough game. And it went, and you know, they just weren't ready. I don't feel like that. I don't feel the same way I did after the end of the Florida State game. You know, I don't feel like Bama was soft. I just feel like they just missed opportunities. And I still think they're a better team than Oklahoma. They just didn't win the game. You know, like John Mateer, he's not that good, man. The guy didn't even throw a touchdown, but Ty couldn't, like, you know, we couldn't stop turning the ball over. All the things that we did to get to the point where we didn't do it today. We just didn't. We turned the ball over. We threw an interception for a touchdown. If that doesn't happen, you win the game. We beat ourselves. You're right. You're exactly right. We beat ourselves. And that's it. You play the kind of game that you play every other game and you don't lose. And guess what? Now we got to go down there and we got to beat we got to beat the Barners at their place for all the things that this team wants to achieve. That game has become huge. So get ready for it, because that's kind of how this thing's setting up right now. You know, somebody's like, Oklahoma outcoached us. I don't think Oklahoma's that good of a team, but you know what? They didn't make mistakes like we did. They didn't throw a pick six. All right, let me go to the phone lines. I know you guys want to talk. I don't know that any of the next round guys are going to call in. I don't even, if they don't want to, that's fine. But let's just go ahead and get this thing started and hear from you guys.
Mick, what's up, man? It's Schaefer from Charlotte. Hope everything's well.
Dude, I'm pissed, man. I mean, I just think this is fucking terrible. Like I'm watching this field goal kicker. Like this guy's like Shula era guy. Like he's not good enough. Like, and then you sit there, and when the guy can't make the fucking kicks, you're like, well, what are we doing? Like, well, guess what? You got a guy that can't kick.
Well, we had a whole final drive prepping him to kick, right?
Yeah, but you don't want that guy out
We got the ball in what, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we take 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get to our own 40-yard line, and then we run that play on 4th and 6 with the game on the line.
Terrible, dude.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
That's all I got. See you down in Auburn, buddy. Roll Tide.
No, I mean, well, thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling in. It's good to talk to you, brother. Look, I feel like it felt like Dennis Franchione used to talk about being a play behind the entire game. I felt like we were a play behind a lot tonight. So thank you, Schaefer from North Carolina. Let's go back to the phone lines again. You talk me off the edge. Who's this and where you calling from?
Hey, Nick, this is Matt from Thibodeau. First time caller. Started listening to you in the last couple of weeks because my local radio is not that fun.
Well, good. But local radio sucks, brother. I'm just going to tell you that.
I'm not mad. I'm not even really upset. Just a little disappointed because we gave this game away.
We gave it away.
Gave it away.
Like, look, if you don't throw his pick six, it's the same thing at Tennessee. They don't win. Their offense sucks. They can't even move the ball. Is that a fair statement?
And what are we doing? Like, this happened, I guess, maybe in the Missouri game. I'm not sure what game it was in, but like the last caller said, 6 minutes on the clock. Do we have it in our mind? Okay, we're going to take it down to the last second every play. We're going to take the whole clock all the way to the end. What, do we not have a hurry-up offense?
Dude.
I don't understand.
And you're going to sit around and go, hey, I'm going to give it to Connor Talty to kick the fucking field goal at the end so he can shank the shit out of it and you lose? Like,
right.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, this isn't personal. All these guys are paid now, so we can kind of talk about him. Like, be honest. He sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've said it for the last, 2 or 3 weeks. Like, you win despite him. He's not good. He's okay. Like, he's a guy. Put him at Troy or at Jacksonville State, but at Alabama, like, we should have better than this. Like, the guy's not even close. Like, they're not. It's not like the field goal posts are here and he's like missing it here. He's a shankster. He sucks.
The shankster. Yeah. But at the same time, we shouldn't even been putting him in that position. We're better than that. That's the thing that's driving me. And we've been playing with fire for I feel like the last 3 or 4 games, and it came up and bit us. I think they'll turn it around, and we'll get to the end with one SEC loss and just see what happens, and we'll be in the dance.
I hope so.
I mean, it's frustrating, I know, but I think we're still going to get where we need to be.
Look, I hope that happens. And I don't want this guy to have to be where it comes down to his kick, because I don't trust him. I just don't think he's any good. Like, and I prove me wrong, brother. Like, kick the shit out of the ball where I'm like, okay,
no, flipping a coin, man.
But every time you're out there, I'm hiding under the fucking desk. I don't want to see you kick. Like, I've lived it. I've been an Alabama fan for 30 fucking years. I know about this shit. Like, I've seen these guys. Like, it just isn't my first rodeo. Like, we've had other guys like you, Talty. Like, we've had them. And I know what happens when you miss 5 kicks at Arkansas or you're down at Auburn, you can't make a field goal. The guys aren't shitting in your shoe because you're good. They're doing it because you stink. And I know it's not just him, but it's like, you know, that's the easiest job on the field. It just is. Like, hey, guess what? Nobody does it. Everybody wants the fucking kicker's job. Like, I'm just going to kick while everybody else is busting their ass and it's hot and they're getting the shit beat out of them. Not, you know, like this guy. I'm going to shank all these kicks. And the shame of it is that you went out and bought the best kicker in football last year. You had the guy before that, the year before that. Now you got this guy. He's not good enough. I'm just sorry. He's just not.
They got to have someone in the state of Alabama that could walk on and do a better job.
Dude, I'm just telling you, like, he's just not good enough. Like, I can sit. We're going to talk about all the other stuff that went wrong, but this guy's just not good enough. You know? Like,
I know, Mick. I know we're going to talk about it. I'm going to listen, but we gave it away. Is that I'm not going to put it just on him, even though he does suck.
I know it, and I know, there's other problems. Like, the offensive line's not that good. Like, they're okay. You know, Ty.
Hey, we ran the ball tonight.
Job. But man, and you guys can get on me in the comment section. I want to hear from you. You know, talk me all this. I just think the guy stinks. I just do. And I told you that it's not like I'm coming in this week saying this. I've said this for the last few weeks. Like, this guy comes out and I'm like this. I'm hiding under my desk. I don't want to see this guy.
I'm gonna hang up and listen, Nick. But good talking to you, man.
Hey, roll tide, brother. Sorry, I would love to be more positive. I'm just not. I'm not happy right now, man. When you can't make the chip shots, you're called on to do one damn job and you can't do it, and you get into these kind of games where you're the only thing you got to do is just kick a field goal. Maybe I'm crazy. Who's this and where you calling from?
Hey man, this me? Sorry. Hello?
Yeah. Where you calling from? Who's this and where you calling from?
This is Chris from Leeds.
Oh, Chris from Leeds. What's up, brother? Man, thanks for calling in.
Man, like you said, it ain't the dang kicker. It's the person that puts the kicker in the damn position like that.
That's right.
It's DeBoer. And if you think that this is his first Iron Bowl in Auburn, right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it is. He ain't ready for that, I don't think. It's going to be
he's going to shit his pants
all over again.
Chris, he's going to shit his pants.
It's going to be 2019 because I was there, and that boy knocked off Xavier McKinney's head on the goal line and knocked us out of the playoffs that year too.
Yeah, that's right.
2019. Look it up.
Yep. Who's he going to be yelling at? Like, it's like he's yelling at somebody. Like, brother, you need to be yelling at yourself because you suck. You can't kick you got one damn job. Just kick through the uprights.
He's got to get a black shirt on. He's got his black shirt on.
That's
He
right.
needs to wear black pants too. Just blackout. Damn blackout.
Yeah, like you need to go to Troy or you South Alabama, and when you miss all the field goals, nobody cares.
State.
Yeah, right.
The board needs to go to Penn State, and we need to get Lane. I know it sounds crazy, but I think we could get Lane. Because he wants to come back home.
He does, probably.
He feels bad about the championship game he didn't get to coach in the playoffs. Screwed us there. He wants to come back. That's why he didn't take the Auburn job last year or whenever.
Yeah. Do you think that they didn't offer him the job, or do you think he didn't take it?
I think 100% he was going to take it. And his dang daughter talked about, but she probably looked good in crimson. He posts her on Instagram all the time. Put her in the house suit. Hell, That's all I'm saying. We got a coaching problem. We ain't got a player problem. We got a coaching. We got a expensive roster. You can buy any player you want. Dodge, Chargers, whatever.
Right.
We're not going to win if we ain't got a good coach. This guy is a fraud, and he's from the out west, and that's all I got to say. I mean, it is what it is. Out west don't work.
Well, if you
this ain't 1982 or whatever, and we got some kind of West Coast offense. We need to be smashing the ball, playing Alabama football.
I'll tell you this too, man. Like one of the guys that messages me is what does he call himself? Like the outlaw of college football or whatever. He's like, hey man, have you noticed that we don't score any points in the second half? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I mean, I figured it was just like game management, but then you look at it and you're like, you know what? We don't score any points in the second half.
He's on West Coast time.
We don't, I mean, really, like, we don't show up. It's true. Like, we don't, like, there ain't no points being scored in the second half.
No adjustments, nothing. We got Kyle Simpson out there. He's doing all he can. God love him. God love his heart. But he can't do it on his own.
Yeah.
But
if you kick the field goal, it's a different game.
Man,
if you kick the field goal, it's a different game. Like
hey,
I see this guy.
Who
watching thought that this guy was kicking that field goal? Because I wasn't. I thought, well, we just iced him. That'll give him a 5 more minutes to, when he misses this field goal, to be like, what happened? He's just not good. Like, when I went to school, we lost to Tom Brady in Michigan in the bowl game, and we had a guy named Flukner. They all sucked. Like, they just couldn't kick. Like, they just couldn't. And that's not a personal assault, but they weren't good enough. We've had guys that go to the NFL now. Like, they make the kicks when it counts. You don't miss the extra point in overtime against Michigan. You don't miss the biggest kicks of the season. You make them. And it wasn't, if it was close, I probably wouldn't even be like, hey, you know what? Like, but I'm watching this guy kick. I'm like, we know this is coming. It feels like Saban's early years when he didn't really recruit kickers, So, yeah, I don't know. You tell me, Chris. I don't know. Convince me.
Saban didn't have nobody though. He for real didn't have nobody. This guy's got he's got a Ferrari. He can't drive a stick. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Then all I heard about was Grub. We got Grub now. We Grub hubbing. We Grub hubbing. We're gonna be good on offense. We still can't run the ball. Not a lick. Not a dang lick.
They don't run block, and to me, I'm not even as worried about that as when you get opportunities.
When are you going to be worried about it?
Well, I mean, they got to the national championship game, Chris, and they didnn't run the ball. Like 58th best in the country.
Where'd they play though?
They played. You're right. They did. They played in a weak conference. But this game was
like, what conference are we in though?
We're in the. But look, if we don't throw the pick six, we win the game. If we make the field goal, we win the game. Like we hadn't turned the ball over like this all year. Now we turn the ball over. It's like, guess what happens? You lose when you do those things because we're not that much better than everybody else.
You can't talk like that because you know what that sounds like? That sounds like them Barners down there saying, "Oh, it's the referees, it's true."
Yeah. Well,
it ain't no moral victory, son.
Yeah.
That's a loser mentality.
That's right. We
ain't doing that. That's loser shit. So I'm gonna go now. I can't even talk no more. I'm done.
Well, look, good talking to you today, brother. Thank you, and roll tide, man. But the season's not over. We got Eastern Illinois, and then we got to go down to Auburn.
Oh, I know. we got to go to Auburn.
Yep.
I know. Son.
And I hope that these guys have a better game plan than they did today. I'll say that right there. Well, thanks for calling in, Chris. Roll tide, brother. All right, let's go back to the phone lines again and get you guys on here and talk about this game. Who's this and where you calling from?
Hey, Mick, it's Ice, man.
Ice, baby. Ice, I want to say it. I mean, earmuffs for you young kids, but we shit the bed today.
Yeah. We call that pulled an Amber Heard, right?
I mean, when that dude missed that field goal to tie the game at the end of the first half, I'm like we're not those are going to be the points we lose from. Because we got this guy running around like he's our kicker. And this was the problem to me is that the entire so we go through spring practice and all that stuff and all these guys are hurt. And we're like, okay, well, we'll just deal with it. And then he can't kick. He just can't. Like, he's not that good. He's okay. He's a loser. Like, when you need him to kick the field goal, he's not going to kick it. Like, do you think that this guy's coming out in a tie game in the fourth quarter with a second left, he's making the field goal? I don't. If he made it, I'd be like, oh, well, great.
I'm right there with you. I doubt him as soon as he gets out on the field, and until otherwise, he's going to have to prove that he can make those field goals. You got to make the field goal, all right. And you know that I think it was when I was watching the USFL Spring League. They're talking about how these kickers, what separates the guys that actually make it in the NFL, you know, the Justin Tuckers and our very own Will Reichert.
Yeah, Reichert's been great.
You see them on the sideline, and they're just going through their process. They have a process, and they go through it. Repetition. Like, remember when we had Will Reichert? How many times did you see the camera go on him, and he's sitting there practicing kicking?
Yeah, right.
Did you see Talty at all practicing kicking? I haven't. I have yet to see it all season. All right, that's me getting heated up right there. I'm going to bring it back down now. I haven't seen him do it, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just he doesn't have that mentality that these great kickers that we have had the past couple of years. But I mean, yeah, I doubt him. I doubt him. I mean, he's probably good enough to make it in practice. Maybe make a couple of game winners here and there throughout the season.
Right.
But if I'm an NFL scout and I'm looking for a kicker and saying I want a guy that I know that's going to get me the 3 points to win the game, or get us to the Super Bowl, am I really going to put my money on that guy? No. He can't even get it done against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He can't get it done. Yeah, it's awful. That's terrible. I mean, he's the reason we lost the game.
We've been talking about how much he sucks.
Well,
but we've been talking about how much he sucks for weeks. Like, this is just a game where where you need your kicker, and he just wasn't. He didn't kick. I mean,
yeah, and you know what though, I am going to be on Team Talty and hope that for the remainder of the season, however long that may be, that he doesn't miss a field goal. And I hope that he gets enough chances to prove us wrong.
Is he gonna go down to Auburn and kick the big, like if it's a close game down there, is he gonna kick the field goal? I mean, I don't know. Like I have no confidence.
Nick, if this man walks out there and does a kick six, we should arrest him. All right. I mean, he should be arrested if he does a kick six. All right. There's no way. But the other thing that I was noticing is this had to have been Ty's worst game this season. I mean, we had 4 sacks, and you can chalk that up to the O-line's fault as well. But I mean, he's holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah,
this all game. He was just sitting there waiting for the sack to happen. He had 2 fumbles, an interception that was, guess what, for 6 points.
Yeah.
It went all the way back.
Yeah,
terrible. We punted 4 times. 4 times we punted the ball off in the missed field goal. But on the good, you know what though? Daniel Hill, Mick, tell me right now, who do you think should be RB1? Should it be Daniel Hill or should it be Jam Miller?
Since Jam's concussion, he just hasn't run the same to me.
Yeah, Daniel Hill looked so much better, miles ahead of everyone else that we've seen this year. He's 15 carries for 60 yards. I think that's a little. I think he might have had some taken back. I think there's like a holding call where he had like a 20-yard run or something like that. So he looks so much better. I like Daniel Hill. I want to see him moving forward. I want to see more of him. Cuevas was our leading receiver today. I mean, you gotta love Cuevas. This guy he's our guy. When it comes to you need that critical third down. Cuevas has been that guy all year.
Look at this. Let me just show you the stats at you. Ty was 28 of 42, 326 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception that cost us 6, right? John Mateer was 15 to 23 for 138 yards. Like you can't lose this guy.
Yeah, I think they had
Daniel Hill had 15 carries for 60 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, it's not like these guys, they got 74 yards combined. We had 80. Like, they didn't even run on us today. It's because we made mistakes, and then when we had a chip shot field goal, the guy couldn't kick it. Like, You know, it's 24-23 if the guy just does his job. Just do your job. You know, you want to run around, you want to wear all the Alabama swag, you want to put on all the jackets, you want to wear the hat, you want to walk in the class and be the big man on campus. Your job's to kick. Well, kick the damn ball. Just kick it. Like, nobody's asking you to do anything other than just kick the ball through the uprights. Like, that's it. Like, it's a 1 point win if you have a guy that can. Like, I know the offensive line wasn't great. Their defensive line was better. Our offensive line hadn't been that great all year. They've been okay. We haven't had a great offensive line since 2020. You know, these guys, we keep hearing about all these offensive lines that's going to go out there and do this and that. We watch them get their asses kicked week in and week out. Like, 1 week they're good, the next week they're not. You know, it's like they're not up to the standard that it takes to win a national championship. There's some good players on that. Look, Parker Brailsford's a great player. You know, I love Caden Proctor, but you know, watching like Wilkin Formby get his ass beat every week, 3 or 4 big plays, or somebody else on there, or the running back can't block and the guy comes, like, that's why you lose games. It is. It's just that was
actually a surprising thing that you just said too. That Jam Miller missed a huge block early in the game, and that just wasn't characteristic of him. That was not characteristic at all of Jam Miller. This O-line was it's okay. Like you said, it's okay. There's moments where you look at this O-line like, man, they just dominated tonight. And then there's other nights and other games where they look like today. They look like they could kind of get the job done, but they're giving up too many crucial like third down like sacks. Like there's no reason why Ty Simpson should be sacked 4 times.
Right.
And that's on the O-line, but that's also on Ty Simpson because he was holding onto the ball way too long. I mean, I'm pretty sure he withdrew a 401k when he was sitting there in the pocket. And I mean, like we all retired and we're just living in Pensacola somewhere. Like, what the hell, Ty? Throw the ball, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Don't get sacked by your blind side and then give the ball to the Oklahoma offense where, they don't have as many yards as us, but that's because they're in the 30-yard line in the red zone. It's ridiculous. Like, throw the ball away, Ty.
Yeah.
We know that he's better than that. We know that he is. He's
right. Go look at what Mac Jones did. When you don't have a play, just get rid of it.
Yeah, he learned the hard way, too. He learned in 2019 against Auburn. And then really wanted to say something, too, that I almost forgot, is, all right, let's calm down and not say that we need Coach DeBoer to go to Penn State. All right, look, Coach DeBoer, look what he just did this season. I mean, he went on in a phenomenal run, beating ranked opponents. He's really turned this program around and brought a fighter's mentality to his team. I am proud to say that Coach DeBoer is Alabama's head coach, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And you know, it sucks that we're going to lose these games occasionally. I don't know if Saban could have won this game. You know, we've had some. Saban lost to Texas at home, and it didn't look pretty at all. So, let's just hope that we roll into the Iron Bowl and we look like a more polished offense. I think there are some things to look forward to. Daniel Hill, definitely. I'm excited to see what we look like, but let's just take our L and move on. Nick, it's always great to talk to you. Roll Tide, and I'll talk to you next week.
Hey, thanks, Iceman. And always great to talk to you too, brother. And I wish that this was a different outcome today because I didn't expect this to be the outcome. But I'm going right back to the calls because I want to hear what you guys think. I'm not the be all end all of whatever happened today.
Telephone number 205901857 can't take your call now.
Okay, let's go to the next one. I don't know.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
All right, who's this and where's you calling from? You there?
This is Trey calling from Birmingham.
Trey from Birmingham.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it's Trey from Birmingham. You keep calling. I hear you saying about the kicker, but the snap was high, and it was too. The snap was higher than the tip. I hear you saying that, but we shouldn't be in this position anyway. It comes from coaching. The last 3 games we have looked so poor on offense. The play calling has sucked. It's the coaching, and I'm with the caller Chris. I'm on Lane Kiffin. I don't see us ever winning that championship on the board. He's good at winning games, but he's not successful. To be successful, you have to win championships. And he can win games. He has a great record, but he's not successful. He's not a successful coach. He hasn't won. No one on that coaching staff has won a championship anywhere. No one. And that's the main issue to me. I think it's the coaches. They haven't. If you look at the past 3 games, they haven't been coached up. They're still playing the same way they were 3 games ago. And that's the problem.
So you didn't. Yeah, I mean, look, like the offensive line hadn't got any better. I'll agree with you.
Yeah, the offensive line, and the offense has been. You haven't been able to run the ball all season.
Yeah.
You haven't. Let's just be honest. You haven't been able to run the ball all season, and it's finally caught up with us. The offense is not where it needs to be. These guys are not being coached up. Point blank and period. They're not, and the play calling is horrible. Everyone talking about Ryan Grubb. The play calling is horrible. It's ridiculous, and that's my main issue. It's not the yeah, he missed the kick. He probably should have got it in there. But
Trey, you know that guy sucks, though, man. You got to admit, like, he sucks. Like, he's not good.
No, I'm not saying he's good, but the snap was high and the ball was tipped. That goes to the offensive line, the special teams line not blocking. But the ball was high. The ball was snapped high. You watch it again, the catcher he had to pull it down. It was a high snap, and that's what the guy was talking about.
Yeah, I saw him pissed off, but you know what? I also saw him missing kicks all year. Like, is every snap high? Like, you know, when you were under the goalpost last week and he couldn't make that kick. Like, I mean, he's just not good.
And you have to admit, Ryan Williams, so-called Mr. Hollywood, he fumbled the ball.
Ryan Williams fumbled
on the punt return. He should have went. And that hurt as well. And Ty Tilson, like I said, the past 3 games, the offense has not been, like you said, if it wasn't for the pick six against Tennessee, we wouldn't have won that game.
Hey, look, and if Ty Simpson just doesn't throw the pick 6 today, we don't lose. Their offense sucks. Exactly. You know, like they can't move the ball. Like they can't go the length of the field. I mean, I'm seeing John Mateer celebrating. Hey, brother, you suck, man. You didn't win because of you. You won because the guys on defense, and you got a really good defense. Like,
exactly.
No, you're not driving the length. He didn't drive the length of the field on anybody. Like on Tennessee's shitty defense or on ours. We gave them the game because we can't kick a fucking field goal, and we can't. We threw a pick 6. We're just standing around. Everybody's standing around like, hey, well, you gave them the game today. The better team didn't win. Because you gave them, and then you got a guy running in, you got to punt, you're going to fumble a kick return on top of the pick 6 and everything else, man. Like all the things that Alabama did, Trey, we didn't do it today because we played really solid football. We didn't do it today because we're not good enough to make mistakes and win.
Exactly. That goes to coaching. These guys are not being coached up.
You've reached the maximum time allowed to make your recording. To review, re-record, or add to your message, press 1. To mark your message urgent, press 2. To mark your message private, press 3. To send your message as is, press pound.
Yeah, just keep going.
Are you still there? To review, re-record, or add to your message, press 1. To mark your message urgent, press 2. To mark your message private, press 3.
I don't know who
to send your message as is, press pound.
Just keep going. Yeah, you just tell me, Trey.
Are you still there? To review, re-record, or add to your message, press 1. To mark your message urgent, press 2. To mark your message private, press 3. To send your message as is, press pound.
I don't know who she is. You finish up,
Are you
Trey.
still there? Your message has been sent.
Hang up.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Trey, finish your point. Whoever that is. You still there, Trey? All right, let's go to the next call. I don't know what that was, but I'm just a broadcaster talking about Alabama. Who's this and where you calling from?
Mick, it's Stan from LA.
Stan, I need you right now, man. Just you just tell me. If you want to argue with me on my thoughts on this, I'd love to hear it.
All right, Dr. Stan is here. Look, I swear, we just don't know how to close the deal. We had everything, we had everything in front of us, and we blew this game. And it's not on DeBoer. These people can shut up about DeBoer. DeBoer's not out there making the plays. Mm-hmm. He's making the right calls. So is King Womack. The players have got to play the game. And they didn't have it today. A pick six. It's ridiculous. We didn't close the deal. And if you don't play good on the field, you're going to get Choklahomaed.
Yeah.
And Venables has
Oklahoma. Oklahoma had 212 yards. It's not like we had 406. They had 212. They're not that good. They're just not.
I know. And we didn't play up to our standard again today. And that's not coaching. It's the players. The players have got to want it too. Mm-hmm. And they're just not getting it done. They're not getting it done. Out of sync. This just wasn't happening today. As much as we tried to will it to work, I prayed as hard as I could. And, I guess the Lord wanted to give them some charity today. But, I just, and it's infuriating that you have the ability to punch your ticket and you didn't get it done. And people, as hard as they are on DeBoer, let's look at Saban's last couple of years. They didn't get it done for him either. Okay? And yeah, we are in a new era. You guys mentioned this to me the last time we talked on the last game. It's NIL. And it's this, there's no, there's got to be a will and a fire and a personal level and a performance level with these players.
Right.
And, a lot of outside noise. If you can't shut the outside noise off and focus on playing fundamental football, you're going to throw a daggone pick six and you're going to get beat by a team who you should have won.
Yeah.
And now we got to go to Auburn and all crazy crap happens down there. And that's what's so infuriating. We could have punched our ticket and we would have been fine.
Yep.
Now we got to beat Auburn and we got to have a little help. And, it's infuriating. It really is. But, I don't even want to smoke a cigar tonight, man. I'm pretty depressed. Right
you think
now,
we still make the? You think we still make the playoff? I don't know about the SEC championship game, but do you think we still make the college football playoff after this loss?
I think we're in. We went out, but it's not in our own control now. Mm-hmm. Now you've given it up to the freaking AP poll and all these other dingbats out there. So that's you play with fire, you get burned. And you got Auburn. You got to still play Auburn down there. And, they're going to do all they can. They're going to pull out all stops because that's their job, to spoil it. They want to spoil our season. And I know we got Eastern Illinois and all that stuff, Put the second string in and let them get some practice.
Oklahoma had 12 first downs in this game. We had 23. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't even move the ball. Like, all we had to do was play the same style of football we've played all year. They would have we'd have won this game probably 20, 21 to 10. I mean, like they can't move the ball. If we don't turn it over,
you give them the ball on the 30 doggone yard line.
Yeah, right. Like, we keep turning it over and it's like, and then you got the field goal kicker that can't kick. Like, all of a sudden, all these things that you're like, well, I'm not that worried about, because you become things that you worry about,
Why the hell is Ryan Williams back there catching punts for in the first place?
I don't know.
Sit his ass on the damn sideline and get him some breaks. Cole Adams is good enough
to make the fair catches.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need freaking Ryan Williams back there getting punt returns and fumbling the goddamn thing.
I know.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
That was dumb. There's a lot of dumb that was out there. It's Dumb and Dumber, you know?
Yeah.
Lloyd. God dang it, Lloyd. You know, it's what it is today. I'm getting mad now. I was toned down and calmed down a little bit, but you know, now I'm getting fired up again. It's just another bad day. And I got a buddy of mine at work. He's just Boomer Center, and my phone's blowing up, man. It's sick.
Look, the season's not over. I
year.
mean, like I see this guy on here. He's like, War Damn Eagle. Like, look, bro, your team stinks, man. You guys are, you're so like, you're at the bottom of the SEC. Like, you're not doing anything. You're firing your coach. You don't even know who your coach is going to be. We're going to go down there and beat you. You'll probably have the lead late and blow it. Like, that's what y'all are. Like, this is a different thing here. You know, this is, hey, we're kind of at the top, and when we don't do the things that we need to do to be successful, then, you know, we're worried about it. You guys are losers. Like, you know, you've lost, you lose the Iron Bowl every year. You can't win an SEC game. Like, you know, it's such a different thing. And I'm not, you know, look, Rally Piss or whatever your name is. Like, this isn't personal. It's just like, it's such a different thing for you, because you guys lose every game. Like, we lose this is our first conference loss, and we're trying to figure out like why we got a kicker that you guys need to have. We would love to give you Connor Talty because he would fit on your team better. We want guys who come out and make kicks. No offense, but
I mean,
you know, it's like every year Auburn, you guys suck, and you're always like running around wondering why you can't win. Like, this is a 2-point loss in a game that we outplayed Oklahoma. You know, you guys at Auburn, you're going to get another gravedigger when we come to town, and we'll make the college football playoff, and I'm going to love seeing it. But I'm just telling you right now, just from where we're sitting right now, we didn't have to go down there and put ourselves in position to have to beat you for the 7th straight time. But that's where we're at. Is it 7 straight against them? Do you know, Stan? I think it'll be 6. It'll be 6. Okay. And then next year will be 7.
It'll be 6.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know who your coach is. Is the yellow guy going to come in and go and get you James Franklin or whatever? You'll screw this up like you guys have screwed everything up. So thank you for watching. I appreciate that. But don't start talking shit on here, because you guys suck. I'm just sorry. You're just not. You don't belong in this conversation. Like, this is the big boy table. You guys need to go to the little kid table.
That's what I think. Go back to the kiddie table. Yeah. Go back to the kiddie table.
Like at Thanksgiving, you got like the little kids table. Y'all go there. You and Arkansas and, you know, and Kentucky, y'all sit over there and talk about little guy issues. We're talking about, like, you know, winning the SEC and being in the college football playoff. Sorry, Auburn.
Well, the good, bad, and ugly. I mean, the good, we're still in it. We can get to the playoffs. The bad, the team just did not function like it should have. The offense didn't do it today. The defense, they gave up one drive, you know, one play that
defense has been great. Yeah. For everybody that wants to complain about Kane Womack and the Swarm's been kicking ass. We didn't lose because of the Swarm today. Yeah.
We just didn't get it done on offense. I mean, Ty was out of sorts and not connecting, and that's been an issue. He needs to calm down, and, you know, he needs to get rid of the freaking football. Just, you know, get rid of the ball, quit holding on to it, and other things. There's so many things we can go back over on this. It's a hurtful win. I mean, a hurtful loss that, you know, but we still need a little help now. But I think we're in if we win. We're in if we win.
Well, look, there's 12 teams in, and, you know, we all we got to do is just do the things that we've been doing all year, and we'll be all right. You know, like, it's not like it's one of those games that just reminds you, like, this. I don't feel like in any means that this game feels like Florida State. I thought they played their asses off. They just missed a couple opportunities. You know, they messed up a couple things here and there. But I'm not looking at this game going, you know, I think the effort was there. I just think we just didn't execute as well as we could have. You know what I mean? Like
you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, right. Like that's exactly how I feel. You know. Any final thoughts, Dan?
Yeah. No, man. Appreciate you, brother. We'll just we'll go play the high school team, lick our wounds, and then get ready for the Barners and go from there. Oklahoma needs to win more games to make us look better.
Mm-hmm.
That might be my last thought. So.
Yeah. Well, they're a good team.
Anyway.
Like I got nothing but respect for the way that they played. You know, they're a good team. We had to play a solid game to win it, and we didn't, and that's why we're sitting where we are right now. And you know, they won by 2, and that is what it is. But thank you, Stan, and always great to talk to you, brother. And Roll Tide. All right, let's go back to the phone lines again and hear from you guys. Who's this, and where are you calling from?
Hey, Mick, this is Terry calling from North Fort.
Hey, what's up, Terry?
Man, I don't know.
Man,
I tell you, these 70-year-old bones, I didn't know I could still get this fucking angry. But I'm going to tell you, this is a totally inexcusable fucking loss to a mediocre Oklahoma team. And I'm telling you, and in my opinion, it's one of the worst home losses in Alabama history, where we just gave the game away. And look, I don't mean to disagree with the caller. I mean, I'm with all the Alabama fans. I'm hurting and mad just like the rest of them. But of course it's coaching. It comes down to coaching. I know DeBoer's not out there making the plays, but he holds the players accountable. He's supposed to put them in a position to play, to do what they're supposed to do, to win. And you know what? You can sit a quarterback's ass on the bench every once in a while. And I know people get tired of hearing boomer stories, boomer loser. I sort of hear these young kids, you're a boomer loser. But let me tell you, ask Stedman Shealy about getting pulled. 1979, the Alabama-Auburn game, we're down, and Coach Bryant in the middle of the fourth quarter, Alabama kept fumbling the ball and giving it back to Auburn. And we should have been running away with the game. And he pulled the entire first team offense, set them on the bench, made them sit on the bench and watch a series. And then when he put them back in, they went down the field and scored the winning touchdown. Right. And that was an Auburn team with a losing record that almost beat, I think, one of the best Alabama teams in history, the 1979 Alabama team. And this Auburn team this year can do the exact same thing. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, Auburn is they're a good team, and they want Bama. And if DeBoer doesn't get us better to play, we're going to go down there and we're going to get our ass kicked. Yeah. And he can pull Ty and set him on the bench. And we've got some other good quarterbacks on the team just for a series or two. I just don't understand it. I think he's in over his head. I think DeBoer, this is what we've got. This is never going to get any better. I personally would love to see us go after Kiffin, but that ain't going to happen. We're going to have to suffer through DeBoer for 3 or 4 years, and then, you know, God knows what'll happen then. But this is a totally inexcusable loss. Bama was the better team by far, and they just got out-coached and they got outplayed. And what other thing? You know, that center should have bitch slapped that place kicker. You know, the ball was down and in place. Okay, it was a high snap, but by the time it was ready to be kicked, the ball was down and in place, and he just pulled it. I know. You know, you don't do that in front of on national TV to your. I just thought that was. He sucks.
Like, is every one of these kicks that this guy Talty misses the center's fault, or he just isn't good, right? But
yes, yeah, I totally agree. And the other guy made a point. It kind of reminds you of what Saban did. Didn't really concentrate on kickers at first, but you know later on he did. But remember, at first he really just kind of would go with what he could get. But this guy is not a clutch, you know, kicker. I don't have faith in him, but anyhow, I know this is just one of the most frustrating. You know, sometimes you just get your ass whipped. Yeah. And you just shake their hand and you say, man, you were the better team.
Yeah, that
Alabama was the better team today.
I see all these Sooners on here talking their shit. Like, look, you guys won, and I mean, like, it's. I've been on the other end of these. Like, we're in life where I've won something that maybe I didn't really deserve to win, but I'm not giving it back.
Right. Oh, sure.
Oklahoma's not better than Alabama. Like, their offense isn't any good. Their defense is really good. But if we just play a halfway smart game, like this doesn't turn out like this. Like, this is turnovers and mistakes and a bad field goal kicker. Like you're setting up for this guy to kick. He can't kick. You don't know if he's going to make it or not. You could be like from an extra point range, and this guy might miss it. Like, he's just not any good.
Exactly right.
And Alabama needs to go out, punt this guy somewhere else, and go get somebody that can kick. But you knew when this guy was missing all these damn kicks, he was going to F you over at some point. And today's the day. When you needed him, he wasn't there. What is there any surprise, Terry? Is there any surprise like that this guy missed a kick in a day where you expected him to make it? No, because he's been missing shit all year. He's just sucked.
And then he turns around and gets in the center's face about it.
Yeah.
That's what really ticked me off. I don't know, but I just, DeBoer's a nice guy, and I wish him the best. He's just in another league. I don't think he has that toughness, that mentality that to get it done.
Right.
I just don't. And I know these kids are getting paid tons of money, but the only way you can hold them accountable now is to sit their ass on the bench. And sometimes that needs to happen. You don't own the quarterback position just because you're number one on the chart. Right. And I think Ty should have been pulled a series or two in the second half and given one of the other guys a chance. Who knows? He may have had a hot hand, but it may have helped Ty to look from the sideline. I don't know. I'm really concerned about Auburn. I can tell you that because Auburn has a good defense, and like Coach Saban said, that place is haunted. And Lord knows what can happen down.
Let me ask you this, Terry, before I go to the next call. Terry, do you think?
Okay, buddy, thank you.
No, hold on. Don't hang up. I want to ask you one question. Okay. Would you rather lose to these guys, or would you rather lose to Auburn?
Oh no! Well, golly, don't ask. I would rather lose to these guys than Auburn.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what you're going to get because these guys. We're going to be paying close attention to the details that we need to be paying attention to, and we're going to go down there and we're going to put our foot right up their ass. I'm promising you that.
There you go. You
just get ready for it.
Thank you, Mick. All right, roll Tide, buddy.
Thank you for calling in, Terry. Great to hear from you, man. Roll Tide,
all right,
brother.
Bye-bye.
I think Auburn's in trouble because of this one. But all right, let me go back to the phone lines again and see what you guys think. Who's this and where you calling from? Thank you for holding on, by the way.
Hello, Mick. Stan from the Ham.
Stan, I know this hurts your soul, Stan, but I mean, you tell me what I said that's wrong. I want to hear it because I've been pretty hard on Talty.
You have not said anything wrong. Terry stole a little bit of my thunder, but I want to make about 3 points, Mick. The game started just like it was running through my head before kickoff. Well, actually, at the coin toss, and I knew we were going to get the ball first. It ran through my head. We're not going to do shit, and we're going to punt, and Oklahoma's going to go down the field and score. And that's what they did. And Mick, our team, tell me what our team had to be nervous about today.
I don't know.
Nobody can tell me that our team was not nervous. I'm speaking about the offense. How many of they let Oklahoma strip the ball, punch the ball out, drop passes, fumbles, left the ball laying on the ground. Ty Simpson looked like he was looking at somebody that was just landed from Mars. You could just see it in his eyes. They were nervous as hell.
Yeah.
Oklahoma should have been the nervous team. This was it for them, and they weren't nervous at all. I mean, it was our entire offense. It seemed like it was a bundle of nerves. That's one thing. Another thing, in the third quarter, I'm sitting here on my couch in Birmingham watching on TV. Remember, this is the third quarter. You know Oklahoma's going to come after Ty at that point in time. Yeah. I yelled at the TV, keep them off Ty, keep them off Ty. That's when they knocked the shit out of Ty. He fumbles the ball. Oklahoma recovers. How can they not know that they're coming after him on that one particular play? And, hey, as far as DeBoer, let me tell you something about DeBoer. This is what I thought Terry was going to steal my thunder on this. DeBoer, remember last year, DeBoer is on pace with the same record as last year.
Yeah.
What, 9-4? That's what we're looking at. Because if we go down to Auburn in 2 weeks and the team's got their head up their ass, Auburn will beat Alabama.
They will.
It will be just like them, and that'll be Alabama's third loss. Then we most likely won't go into the playoffs. We'll go to some shitty bowl. The team still won't be motivated.
Yeah, nobody.
That'll be Alabama's fourth loss, just like last year.
Yeah. Hey, he better circle the wagons right now, because this Iron Bowl is for the college football playoff, or, playing in the same bowl that Oklahoma's going to be playing in, which is like the Pop-Tart Bowl, or the Cheez-It Bowl. Yeah, like, look, Oklahoma beat us tonight, but they're not going to they're not getting in the college football playoff. Sorry, they're just not.
No, they're not.
And that's how it is. Like, same thing with Auburn. Like, Auburn ain't even going to make a bowl game.
Yeah. But it's the coach's responsibility to extract will from the players. He's got to make them play. And I agree again with what Terry said. Put somebody's ass on the bench. Put somebody that wants to do it in there, at least for a series or two. But the coach has got to get it out of the players.
Well, there's nothing on these stats.
That they can make them.
Terry, there's nothing on these stats that make you feel, like Auburn won the game. Or Stan, sorry, there's nothing on these stats that make you feel like Ole Miss, Oklahoma won the game.
Oklahoma.
We got 23 first downs. They got 12. We were 5 of 13 on third. They were 3 of 13, which is not much better, but we were 2 of 3 on fourth. They only had 212 yards of total. We had 406. We passed for 326. They got 138. Like, there's nothing here. We outrushed them 80-74. We only had 2 penalties for 25 yards. But when you turn the ball over, you lose football games. You just do. That's how it goes. Like, you cannot turn the ball over, and especially for a pick six. You just can't. They didn't win anything.
What you just said is exactly right. Like I said, just the shitty, erratic play in the first half of putting the ball on the ground multiple times, fumbling, missed passes. I really thought Alabama was going to lose by about 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I said Alabama's just going to give the game to Oklahoma. They're going to give it to them through turnovers. Just shitty, erratic play.
That's what we did.
And I think Alabama was fortunate to lose the way they did.
Yeah.
But I'm with you on Talty, though. I can remember, you just know some of these guys, Mick, do not have it.
He just doesn't have it, man.
I can remember years ago sitting at the...
Tell me. Go ahead, throw it out there. Throw it out there, Stan. I want to hear this.
Well, I remember some years back sitting at the old Houndstooth before they remodeled it.
I like the old Houndstooth better,
and
for the record.
Yeah, me too, man. And I was sitting in there, all the TVs, and this guy was next to me. We were into the game and everything. I didn't know who he was. Alabama was in a tight game, and it was I don't remember if it was Flugner or not, but it was one of our shitty kickers. And we rode out. I mean, it was a tight game.
Right.
And we rode our kicker out there. I turned to the guy next to him, and I said, you watch. I said, he's going to fuck it up. I said, he's going to fuck it up.
That's what we do.
He fucked it up. He pulled it. The guy looked at me. He said, how in the hell did you know that? I said, have you watched him play this year?
No, I hide when Talty comes out. He can yell at everybody else out there. He just doesn't. He's just not any good. You know, did you see Will Riker yelling at anybody? Just put the ball down and let me kick it. This guy can't kick.
There comes a time when all dogs must walk on their own 4 feet.
Yeah.
And Talty just don't have it.
Yeah, he's a 3-legged dog named Lucky.
DeBoer has got to spend a scholarship on the best kicker in this country that he can find.
Yeah, I agree.
Pay the money to get a good kicker in here.
Hey, it was great to see you at the Innisfree, by the way. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that was a great time, Nick. That was a great time.
Jake and I enjoy it so much, man. And like, I love Alabama football, and it's not life or death for me, but I love it, and I love you guys that come out and hang out with us. We'll be back there next week. We'll be at the Floribama for the Iron Bowl show. But, when you guys come out like you and say hi to us and just support our show, man, it just means a lot, because you guys make this what it is. So thank you so much for coming out and Roll Tide.
We appreciate y'all doing it. I know you're used to traveling, but I know you got to travel to come up there and do it. And I'm glad everybody showed up like they did.
It was fun, man. I mean,
Friday.
I'm glad you got one of our new hats. I told the guys that made the hats, I'm like, we need some more, so go ahead and get the order in, because I want to have them before we go back next week. But all of you guys that came out, I saw Jackson and you and so many other people that just, that watch us on the shows and stuff, man. Roll Tide. I'm at the Hampton Inn here in Tuscaloosa, because I was in Tuscaloosa for the game today. And
LT should have given you his key. He's out in LA. He should have given you his house key.
He did. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. The truth be told, he did offer me. he actually did offer me his house, and I'm like, look, I'm going to stay in Tuscaloosa, but I love LT too, man, and Ryan and Jim, and being a part of the next round, like it means a lot to Coker and me both. We wanted to do this. So thank you guys for having
Hey, Mick, listen, I love the hat. The only thing, I think we needed about 102,000 of them in that stadium. Maybe that would have pulled them through.
I know. We'll do that, man. We'll get with that. That may be what we need to do for the next home game. Well, not this one, but maybe the next big home game. But any final thoughts, brother? Thank you, man, by the way.
Okay. Well, hey, no problem, Mick. I love it. Just like I said, against Auburn, I don't know. That's I hope nobody thinks that Auburn cannot beat Alabama. They can. They can beat Alabama.
Yeah. We
go down there and not have our head on right. Got to be Alabama's third loss.
That's right.
And whatever bowl game we go to,
we're going to go. That may be pissed, and we're going to beat their ass. I'm just telling you. Right.
Well, I kind of thought that's what would happen today, but what do I know? Like I said, I was just sitting here on the couch watching. So,
well, Roll Tide, brother. Thank you.
Well, Mick, hey, Roll Tide, Mick. See ya.
All right, talk to you. See you next show. All right, let's go back to the phone lines again and hear from you guys. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Man, what's happening, man? Uncle Charles.
Man, thank you for being here, Uncle Charles, because I've missed you, and I need your advice after this debacle today. Please tell me something.
Well, yes, sir. And I'm going to tell you, and I don't mean this because people know who I am, but Alabama played like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. You can't make this stuff up. Let me tell you something, man. let me tell you something. You cannot win a football game by turning the ball over. Well, since it's Christmas, guess what I'm going to get everybody in the chat? Football for everybody, and since we're giving them away anyway, we might as well go ahead and give it to Auburn too. Do you understand that you got to go down there, Auburn down there, and they're going to take they're going to take a whole pipe and water that field down. They're going to have the CIA and the FBI in the bushes, and they're going to get a referee Walmart card. And you're going to be through. I guarantee you cannot turn the ball over. Every time I look at our quarterback, it looked like somebody was scared him to death. It looked like he don't did something. I don't know what he did, but he looked like he don't did something. Man, you got to focus. You got to look left, right, and straight ahead when you're a quarterback. And then when you get up in the pocket, now you got a decision to make. Either you're going to throw it or you're going to run. Now, you're going to take a beat anyway, so you might as well do it. I'm telling you, man, it makes no sense to what they did today. It makes no sense. And I know everybody's upset, but let me tell you something. You know what I did? I stepped out the room. You know why? Because my blood pressure was up. I ain't ate no hot salt. I ain't no salt, and my blood pressure was up 300 over 220. And I had to get out of here. I can't take this when they do this. Now, this is a team loss. I do not blame the coach. Now, one thing I blame the boy for. That field goal kicker. Let me tell you something, man. You over at your friend's house and if somebody just scrum like that, oh yeah, he kicked the football good. Come on down, Alabama, we'll give him a scholarship. Man, he kicking football in the backyard. That ain't no football field. Fool, that ain't no football field. You just can't get no anybody a scholarship. They have to earn it. And he up there trying to blame somebody. You the one missed it. He said it was too high. If that ball was set on the ground, I don't give a doggone if it wasn't put right. You still got to get a foot on it and get up. You right in front of it. I know my brother, he was a little baby. He just would not be still and take a picture. He'll start crying or fall over on his face, and he went there. But if you gave him some candy, he'll take that and smile and take a picture. Mm-hmm. What do we got to do? Proud of Paul? Let me say this, and I'm going to get off here. And I'm going to say this, and this is a metaphor. And this is how Alabama does. You had a guy in 1944, tightrope walker. He walked 200 yards across, 500 feet up in the air. He broke the record. Here it is, 70 years later. He decided to do it again at 80 years old. But he made a mistake, y'all. He forgot to check with the weather. And he had 44 miles an hour plus a slight breeze. And when he hit his knees, he went one way and the pole went the other. And they had to pick him with a pooper scooper. Now, let me tell you something, man. When you're young, win as much as you can. Because you old, you're going to be worried about breathing. And that's all I got to say. This is a team loss. I'm disappointed in the team, not the coaches, the team. And that's all I got to say.
Uncle Charles, man, it's great to hear your voice back on here again. And I don't think I could have said it any better. I don't think I could have said it any better. I might put a little bit of this on Connor Talty, but I don't think I could have said it any better than Uncle Charles. Because, look, it is a team loss. And you got to be able to go out there and get it done. That's the way it goes. A couple things I want to tell you guys is that the show's brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi. Jay Coker and I are going to be there this week. We can't wait to get there. You're talking about two great golf courses, the Azaleas and the Oaks. It's Augusta-style golf, and you will absolutely love it if you go over there. Hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 hours and change from Birmingham. But also, you're talking about one of the best sports books, and you don't have to go all the way out to Vegas to hit the Timeout Sports Lounge.
I may not suit up on Saturdays anymore, but I'm still in the game. Let's roll. In here, I call the plays, make adjustments, and lay it on the line. Want to feel that fire, that rush? Then you've got to get in the game. I used to say it in the tunnel, and I still say it now. Let's roll.
I know a lot of you guys feel like the season is over. And it's not. Like, all Alabama has to do is just take care of business. You got a chip shot next game, which is a Saturday from today against Eastern Illinois, and then you got to go down to Auburn. You're going to have to win a game against the Tigers. But you know what? It should make Alabama a lot more focused about what they need to do to get to that point and win that football game. And I think that this is a good thing. Like, if you're going to lose one of these games, lose this one and then go ahead and beat Auburn, get into the college football playoff and take care of business. Bama needs to be more aggressive. They don't need to turn the ball over. And they need to make things happen when they have the ball. You know, they're capable of it. They're a much better team than Oklahoma. They didn't win because they let Oklahoma do all the things to win a football game that Bama's been doing. You know, like the discipline's why Alabama's won. They didn't have a bunch of penalties today, but they had a bunch of turnovers and critical turnovers and turnovers that cost them points. They haven't done that all year long. So those are the things that they need to get back to, the principles and the fundamentals that kind of got them to where they are right now. Hey, something else I want to tell you guys about is my friend Keith at Residence Inn by Marriott Ocean City in Maryland, right there on the shore. This is where we used to go to spring break back when I was in high school. It is wonderful. Look, the sunsets are amazing. The seafood's great. It is a short flight, and when you're out there, Secrets Bar, you're talking about the Maryland Boardwalk, all the great fishing tournaments and art festivals and music festivals and all that stuff. Fantastic. We love Keith. And the funny thing is, like, when some of you guys are like, hey, I actually went there and told them, like, hey, I heard about it on your show and I'm glad to be here. So roll tide to all of you guys that are a part of our show every day and that actually, go out there. But if you're planning a vacation, make sure that you go check them out as well. And, and kind of be a part of, of what we're doing. So I know that we're kind of looking at this right now. It's a 2-point loss. It's not the end of the season. It's a loss that Alabama's going to have to grow from. And if they're able to bounce back from this loss, like they had, like they were able to do from the Florida State loss, this team's going to only get better from doing that. I mean, and when I look at the stats, and I'm going to run through them one more time for you guys, because you look at these stats, and I mean, everything tells you Alabama won this game. John Mateer, was 15 to 23, 138 yards. He didn't even throw a touchdown. And, Xavier Robinson was their best running back. He had 34 yards. John Mateer had one touchdown running. He was 10 for 23. Like, Alabama didn't get gashed by Oklahoma's running game. Passing wise, they had 15 catches for 138 yards. Their best receiver had 36 yards. Jameer Michael Carter. Right? Bama beat him in every single category that counted. Ty Simpson was 28 to 42, 326 yards. Had a touchdown, but a very costly interception that was a pick six. Daniel Hill, I thought, had a really good game against a tough run defense. 15 carries, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. Jam Miller, still not back to where he was before the concussion. 9 runs, 27 yards. Receiving wise, I thought Josh Cuevas had a great game, 6 catches, 80 yards, a touchdown. Jeremy Bernard, 7 catches, 71 yards. Yeah, but you go and you look at this. Isaiah Horton had 3 catches, 56 yards. Ryan Williams had 3 catches, 45 yards. Caleb Edwards had a catch for 25 yards. Bama had 28 receptions for 326 yards and a touchdown. It comes down to turnovers. Ryan Williams fumbled a punt. Ty Simpson threw a pick 6. And Daniel Hill fumbled the ball, and Bama was lucky to get that back. I thought the defense played really, really good in this game. And I know that we're not going to look at this and go, hey, the defense gets a lot of props. But look who's at the top of the chart for defenders. Damani Jackson had 5 tackles, 4 solos in this game. That's the most of anybody on the team. Him, Bray Hubbard, and Deontay Lawson. And I love that, man. Damani lost his starting job, and he's not giving up. Like, he's still out there busting his ass, and that's a good thing. Red Morgan had a tackle for loss, 4 tackles, 2 solos in this game. Keon Sabb had 4 tackles, a solo, and also had a sack, tackle for loss. Yanze Pierre had 3 tackles and a tackle for loss. And I just felt like the defense really deserves a lot of credit. I know when you lose, you're not looking at it going, hey man, like, why are you going to give the defense a ton of credit? But I'm giving the defense a ton of credit because they played a really good game and they deserve it. And this isn't the end of the season. The best thing about the college football playoff, everybody, is that we're still in this. But these guys got to get a little bit better from this game. They got to be a little smarter. They got to go back to what got them to the point where they were going into this game, and they just made too many mistakes, with the turnovers, and so you got Eastern Illinois, and Jay Coker and I will be at Innisfree next Friday, 1 to 3. Come hang out with us there. Would love to see you guys. And then we'll be at the Floribama for the Iron Bowl show, another Friday show. Actually, it's going to be it'll be me and Mike Johnson, the 2-time All-American, and one of my best friends was on the 09 team. And a longtime broadcast partner. But please come hang out with us, man. We're going to have a bunch of swag to give away for you guys and love to see all you guys. And I got to tell you, man, from the bottom of my heart, like Stan was saying, like just the vibe that we've created with these shows when we go and do these shows, it's because of you guys. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's so much fun seeing you, being part of what we do. And supporting us means a lot to us. And the season is not over. Look, we're gonna win another game, be 9-2, and then we're gonna go down to Auburn. We're gonna beat them, and then we're gonna figure out what we're doing. Is it the SEC championship game? Is it the college football playoff? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think that all Bama's got to do is just take care of the next 2 games, and we got meaningful football moving forward. Guys, I also want to tell you that we are really proud, and this is a cool one, to be part of Patriot Roofing and Builders. They're one of our great sponsors. To just be able to tell you, like, look, these guys take care of business, right? When something goes wrong with your house, you want somebody that's going to be able to come in there and do it, and that you can trust, right? And that's it, man. Justin, one of those guys, Will's one of those guys, like you call them up, they're going to answer the phone. And we totally love what they do. They're licensed total home solution builders. They do siding, gutters, windows, and full home renovations, free inspections. And like I said, if you call those guys, they're going to take care of you. So give them a call. Again, we appreciate them so much, and we love that they're part of what we do here on a daily basis. And in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, that area, give those guys a call, and thank you for having them, and thank you guys for being on here. All right, look, we're going to watch the rest of these football games. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. I see all you Auburn and Boomer fans, like congratulations to Oklahoma, because you guys played a hell of a game. That's how you win football games. You don't have to win the stats. You just got to do the things that it takes to win games, and that's not turn the football over and play smart. And you guys did that. And I have nothing but respect. And I honestly, like, for those of you that were in Tuscaloosa this weekend, their fans are great. Like, they're fun to hang out with. They're good people. And, we'll see them soon. Like, that's why this conference was expanded, because we wanted to see Texas and Oklahoma and Alabama play. Everybody wants to take a shot at Bama. They got their shot tonight. We'll be back with Last Call with Jay Coker and me. We'll have 2 shows this week. We'll get you ready for next week. So make sure that you guys are a part of what we do here at the next round. And again, I've talked to so many of you guys, and you're like, well, I missed the old Elephant Open that you guys had with Elephant in the Room. Look, it's a new show. Coker loves the new Open a lot better than he liked the old one. So I'm just trying to make the guy happy. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you for being here, and roll tide, everybody. Really, really appreciate you guys, and thank you for being part of our show.